Hi everyone, Jennifer here with Marrero Family Farm. Today we've got something exciting that we're going to be doing. We are going to be fixing an issue that we've had in our chicken coop. Look what I just caught them doing. Look what this girl is doing. She found one. Now they're all gonna jump up and start picking at the kiwis. This is our kiwi vine, which we have been picking kiwis off of it since October, and as you can see, there's still quite a few kiwis left on it. Luckily, I'm at the point where I'm almost kiwied out. Been eating so many that I'm not really very upset about it. Look at this. I guess I'll let her go ahead and peck at that. It's funny because she's just pecking at the same one, so I don't know if she's gonna finish off that one and then move on to the next or what, but look, I mean, there's still a very decent amount over this. I picked all the ones on the other side of the trellis, and we still have a decent amount. Know that it is definitely not dead. It is full of life, and these kiwis take forever to ripen. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're ready. It's about time. And they're always hard as a rock. And then you have to let them sit on your counter forever to soften up. But when I say hard as a rock, yeah, see this one here is still pretty hard. So they have to sit on the counter for quite some time before they soften up enough to eat them. We have something that I'm excited about. The kids should be home shortly off the bus, coming home from school. So, and my husband, he ran out to the store because we have been trying to figure out a way to correct a problem that we've had here for quite some time. If you guys have been watching us for any length of time, then you'll know that we have a lot of water that comes through this back section of our yard here, and we have not fixed that issue yet with the water drainage. And so we have a natural stream in the back of our house, and when it rains an excessive amount, then it over spills and then starts coming through the back of our house. And once it does that, our drainage in the back, basically there's the walls on the side where the water comes through the stream are not up high enough. So we need to rent a mini excavator or something of that sort and trench out that area. That way the water will stay localized instead of just kind of draining all over the place. So hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. It's like this never-ending battle, but we will get it done. Hopefully either this spring or summer we will be able to correct that issue. But my husband went to Tractor Supply because earlier today we were trying to figure out a way to correct our issue. And after watching a few different videos, this is what we're working on. So let me show you. So this is our chicken coop, which you guys have probably seen before in some other videos. And we actually, earlier today, we moved one of the other chicken coops, which is why this wall is really dirty on the side here, just because of all of the pine needles and stuff that were leaned up on the chicken coop. But we're going to be cleaning up this area here, and we're actually probably going to be getting some rabbits, and we're going to be putting some rabbit hutches over on this side. But we moved that chicken coop over here instead. So we have this chicken coop. We have these little things that we built over here just for extra if we needed them. But something that we're working on today, and it's actually dried up quite a bit, but inside this run here, it actually, in the camera, it might not look that bad, but and that's probably just because it's been kind of dry for the last, I'll say 2 days. It has not rained, but it has been pretty mucky, and even like, yeah, walking in here, it's still pretty slick. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's sloshy, it's nasty, and yeah, over there you can pretty much see how sludgy it is. And I mean, it's gross, and it's horrible for the chicken's feet. But since it's been dry the last couple days, we've been able to let the chickens back out. So one of the reasons why we have this issue, one of a couple reasons, is because, like I said, the drainage. And what happens is the water comes from back there in that area and kind of splits. And then a lot of water comes gushing down in through here and through our corral area. And it comes up in through here and it gets all nasty. The second reason is because this does not have a roof on it here. So that's two things that we're going to be working on, is the metal roofing. I don't think we're going to be doing that today, but the first thing that we're going to do, the easiest thing that we're going to do to dry up that area, is, from what we have been leaning towards after watching many videos, is going to be the pine pellet bedding. It's normally used for horses and stalls and stuff like that, but from what we've seen from many different videos, is it really helps to dry up the muck in chicken coops. So that's what, the kids are home. So that's what we're going to be doing this afternoon as soon as my husband gets home, and we'll be working on that, and I'll show you how we're going to be doing that. One way you can always tell the chickens have been let out of the coop is this right here. Yeah, the chickens will come over here and start ripping up the hay. No. Do you want me to talk to you? But yeah, so they'll start ripping up the hay and making a mess. Do you want to go inside? Aww. Here, you can go in. I know, I usually do too. I don't know why I closed it. I closed these two because I didn't want the chickens in there, but I must have closed that one by accident. Good job.
You said I could. No, you said that. I said that?
The strong girl. This is not called child labor, by the way. Oh, goodness. She's at that age where she wants to be helpful. These are some heavy bags now. These are 40-pound bags. That's good. Wow. You can lift 40 pounds, Alexia? That's almost your weight.
I could lift Zion.
Yeah, but not like that.
He's not small.
Wow, that's incredible. How are you so muddy all of a sudden?
Oh, me?
Yeah. She just got home. Holy moly. Wow, look at this. Good job, kiddo. Oh, you're losing one.
Oh, that's heavy.
No, that you're not going to do.
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead. Go.
Come on, Alexia.
Ooh, smash.
Just don't fall. So first things first, he is gonna try to level the ground as best as possible. Let me tell you, when it comes to smell though, this mucky mud mixed with chicken manure does not smell good at all. It has a stink to it like nobody's business. So I'm gonna do that first. And of course I'm the one who's concerned about them eating this stuff, but my husband makes a good point, and he said that it's just wood and they eat all kinds of other stuff. So, you know, they'll figure out that this isn't something that they really like, and hopefully they'll stop eating it. So we'll see. It is feeding time. We feed them twice a day, in the morning and then in the afternoon. To get them all to come in at night, we feed them again. And we bought 6 bags of this stuff thinking that we would have extra. Well, I mean, they're still pecking at it and eating at it a little bit, but I guess that's okay. It's not going to hurt them. It definitely has soaked up the muck. It's probably about 9 feet by maybe 7 feet. So we probably could have used a little bit more, to be honest with you. And you can see like how the muck just kind of dirties everything up. So maybe during the summer or something like that, we might come in and pressure wash it. So 6 bags a couple times a year. It'd be worth it to keep them nice and dry. We're supposed to get some rain on, let me get you out of the sun here. We are supposed to get some rain on Saturday, I believe. So we'll see how everything holds up then. I know the pellets are supposed to absorb the water, so hopefully when it does rain, it'll just absorb it and then dry up. And it's supposed to turn into almost like a sand. So we'll see how this works. It sounds like a good idea. According to other YouTubers, it's worked for them. So hopefully it will work for us as well. That would be great. We do get an extreme amount of water a couple times a year right here in this area. And that's that overspill that I was talking to you about that we need to work on with a mini excavator. So the ducks are enjoying it, and I guess that's all that really matters at this point. But yeah, so it looks nice. I'd rather look at that than that muck that's in there, and it definitely smells better. So we'll keep you guys updated. One tip I do want to share with you guys, if you do not already know, and if you have multiple Tractor Supplies in your area, you can price match. For instance, in the area that we live, we have a Tractor Supply 20 minutes in almost every direction except for east. So we went online and we checked each store to see who has the least expensive items. But then we just asked them to price match it, and they do. So if you price check it ahead of time and then go to whichever store is closest to you, they will match that price. Especially like, for instance, when we bought our gates in the 20 minutes south from us, it was $10 more expensive there than it was in the city store. So we had to get quite a few gates, so that saved us like $50. So it costs a lot of money to have a farm. You're constantly feeding and getting hay and you know, bedding supplies, you know, your pine straw, whatever it is that you need for your animals. It ends up costing a lot of money, and people don't realize that running a farm is not cheap. So you definitely want to save whenever you can. So take that tip, and I hope it works for you guys. So it's been a few days since we last put down those pellets, so I just want to show you what the results have been and tell you a little bit about what we think about it. Since we last put down those pellets, you can see that it's a little damp in here. I mean, we've had some snow since then. It has been actually 1 week since we put down the pellets, and it is holding up really, really nicely. I have to say, it smells much better in here. It is damp, but it is not making their feet all muddy and nasty. They still scratch. They're not, you know, finding any bugs or anything like that underneath it. And of course, you know, it's late afternoon, so they're getting ready for bed soon. However, you know, I'm sure you can kind of see it's wet and damp, but it's not soggy and it's not puddling up and nasty and stuff like that. So all in all, I have to say, I am extremely pleased with the way the pellets are working out. Here's the picture right here of the pellets that we used. And I think it was, if I remember correctly, $5 and change for each bag. And we got 6 bags. So $30 to, you know, just pretty much transform the run of the chicken coop. I think that the outcome is great, and it's much better than having that nasty, mucky, stinky dirt. So this is a really good thing, and I highly suggest, if anybody else is having issues with their chicken runs just getting saturated with water and rain or whatever, melted snow, whatever it is, I highly suggest going ahead and getting the pellets. We are still at some point gonna put a roof over the chicken run, and I know that we were supposed to do it over the weekend, but it's been way too cold and too rainy and too snowy and slushy and stuff like that. So we are gonna hold off on that probably until the spring. But for right now, this is holding up nicely, and I think it's gonna last. And even when it dries up, it's gonna dry like sand. So it's gonna work out well with or without a roof on the run. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this. We appreciate each and every one of you, and please share this with your friends and family or anybody else who might have a chicken coop who needs some help with, you know, just muddy, saturated areas. And hopefully this video will help them and give them a better outlook on things of what they can do to improve their chickens and their chicken runs. So until next time, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you then.